People living near the site of the Boomtown Festival in Hampshire say they're concerned that one of the region's biggest music events has been given almost £1 million of government funding. Critics say the money could fund an expansion of the event, which they argue has a negative impact on the local environment. Well, Steve Humphrey is near the site. And Steve, the festival is looking likely to go ahead again this year.
Yeah, there was no Boomtown Festival here on the Matley estate east of Winchester last year because of COVID. This year's event is due to go ahead in August. Already there have been concerns in recent years about the size of the event and its impact. And after the festival got that almost £1 million of government money for cultural recovery, there are some worries amongst local people that it could expand in the future. Between festivals, it's farmland and part of the South Downs National Park. But when the Boomtown event is staged, Matley Bowl and nearby fields are transformed. People come from far and wide for the music and for the entertainment. While thousands enjoy the festival, some local people think it's too big for the area and too noisy.
It's a low boomtown noise, which is absolutely the way they describe the place, which it goes on and on as a rhythmic boom, boom, boom.
A national park is not an appropriate place to have a festival of that duration and that size.
There is also concern amongst some local people that Boomtown has been given a government cultural recovery grant of almost £1 million.
I think the Cultural Recovery Fund is a good thing. I think the Arts Council who manage it have made a big error in giving money to this particular event.
Some locals are opposing a planning application that they say will make the festival a permanent fixture and give it a capacity of up to 77,000. The organisers already have a licence for that number, but also need planning permission from the National Park Authority.
They ought now to stand up and be big enough to actually turn around and say enough.
Meanwhile, a local farmer said, "I am appalled at the sum of money that has been handed to Boomtown Festival that will essentially be funding their relentless drive to increase scale and profits." The planning matters are set to be decided over the coming weeks. On its community website, Boomtown says, "We hope that the application, along with the associated measures and conditions, demonstrates our commitment to the land and ambition to continue to grow as an event that brings great value economically, socially and culturally to the area." But some local people say the event is simply too big and in the wrong place. Well, BBC South Today has been trying to get into contact with the organisers of the Boomtown Festival since this morning. So far, we've had no response to our request for a comment. Meanwhile, the government's Department for Media, Culture and Sport has said that all of the applications for grants were assessed against 5 key criteria. Altogether, £34 million is going to festivals across the country, including Glastonbury, WOMAD and the Boomtown Festival here. Back to you.
Steve Humphrey, thank you.